Relax the breath, feeling your body just start to release into the mat. And then just relaxing the hands either onto the rib cage or maybe onto the tummy, wherever you feel like you might need a little bit of energy, just kind of pressing into that part of your body. Just feeling that breath start to slow down your heartbeat as you slowly breathe here. Just being really aware of how you're feeling this morning. Good. Couple more breaths, just mindfully lying. Nice. And then extending your hands up towards the ceiling, interlace the fingers, start to stretch the arms up towards the roof. Feeling the shoulders start to separate as you gently lift the shoulders off the mat. And then exhale, draw them down. So we're kind of curving the clavicle bones here, just reaching up through the hands. And then as you exhale, feel the chest broaden as you drop the shoulders. 2 more rounds. Deep breath in, reaching up with the palms. Exhale, press down. Good. Last one. Deep breath in. And this time from here, we're going to stretch those arms back over the head. Feel the shoulders start to rotate slightly. Maybe you feel the shoulders coming up towards the ears. Just try and flatten out the back here. Release the hands, circle the arms around and scoop the knees in towards the chest. So you can cross the ankles and just start to play around with that lower back area. Just rocking from side to side, just releasing the tension that's built up on the back of the hips here. Just taking a few more little gentle rocks. And then just switching other leg on top, just so both legs are dominating this position at some point. Breathing into the spine, breathing into the back. Nice. And then draw the knees together. Take the arms out to a T position. Press the palms down to the floor. And then gently drop the knees to the right side of the mat. So just taking a very gentle twist. Feel your left shoulder pressing down to the mat. Twisting through the lower spine. Feeling a nice twist through the abdominals. And then on your next deep breath, stretching out the top leg, taking hold of the foot and start to draw the foot down towards the floor, stretching the ITB. Keep your left shoulder really pressing into the mat here. If you want to take it a bit further, you can bend your right knee and draw your right foot up towards your bottom. Take hold of your right foot with your left hand, coming into a little quad stretch. Exhale, release the right foot, flex through the left foot and draw the leg up towards the ceiling, bending through the right leg. Bend the knee and squeeze the knee in towards the chest. Just start to circle that knee around, just loosening up the hip area a little bit deeper here. And then gently rotate around the second direction, just spiraling around that hip joint area. Really feel nice and gentle in the hip, just moving through that space, any tightness, just gently sort of moving through that area. And then bring it really close towards the chest, give it a really tight squeeze, apply as much pressure as you can to that top of the thigh, pressing into the rib cage, and then exhale, release the foot down. Nice. Draw the knees up to table, squeeze the knees together, press the palms down, deep breath in, and then exhale, drop the knees to the left side of the mat. Keeping that right shoulder pressing down, just taking that gentle twist to start. And then when you're ready, extending the left leg this time. Pulling the foot down towards the mat, keep that right shoulder really pressing down into the floor. And then if you want to take that quad stretch, drawing the left foot up towards the glute, pulling it in with the hands. Try to keep the shoulders pressing down here if you can. And then release the left foot. Flex through the right leg, energy through the back of the knees. You draw the leg up, squeeze squeeze the knee in and then moving into those circles. Again, just being mindful, maybe one side feels a little bit more at ease than another side. Just trying to find that equal sort of attention to both sides of the body here. And then gently round the other way. Deep breath as you draw that knee in towards the chest. And then very gently start to squeeze the knee in, and then as every breath just applying a little bit more pressure. Feeling that thigh pulling towards the rib cage. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, release the foot. Nicely done. Good. Just bringing the hands to the back of the head now. We're just going to draw the upper body up into a little crunch position. Drawing the knees up, bring your feet and legs to tabletop, and we're going to do a few of our little toe dips here. So inhale, drop the right toe to the bottom of the mat. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, left. Exhale. Just drawing in those abdominals, a very gentle wake up for the abs here. Squeezing the belly button towards the spine, keeping the flat back on the mat here. Good. One more each side. Just hinging from the hips. Nice. From here, we're going to extend the arms directly up to the ceiling, and we lower opposite arm behind us on our inhale. Exhale up. Everything else stays super still, moving from our core and our two hinges, our shoulders and our hips here. Good. Squeeze the abdominals, just checking in that you're still flattening out through your midsection. Nice. Good. Start to extend the leg long this time, reaching the heel and toe away from you as you extend on your inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Deep breath. Squeeze a little bit more into the abs. Lift the torso a little higher. Come a little higher into that crunch position. Good. One more each side. Nice. Now draw both knees in, and we're going to extend both legs and arms long. Deep breath in. Exhale, return. Keep the back flat. Deep breath. Exhale. Feet pointed, extend through the knees. Nice. Good. 4 more. Deep breath. Exhale, draw it back. For 3. Squeeze through the center. For 2. Nice. Last one. Hold it long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, circle the arms. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Nicely done. Cross those ankles. Take the back of the legs. Start to rock up and down the spine. Just enjoying this motion. You can go a little bit from side to side across the lower back. Just having a nice little roll out. And then when you're ready, making your way all the way up, transferring over, and we'll find our 4-point pose. So just always keep it in mind with our 4-point pose to keep our hips directly over our knees and shoulders directly over our wrists. Little tiny bend in the elbows to protect the elbow joints so we're not locking out those elbows. Nice. Just moving into some gentle cat and cows. Start to really lubricate the spine. As you arch, slowly feel the lower back starting to compress. And then as you push away from the mat, feeling the vertebrae of the spine find some space. Just gently moving through this motion. You can add a twist if you need to stretch out the side of the hips. Any little movements that feel serving to this movement, just add them in. Nice. And then finding your center point between those two areas. Tuck the toes. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just hover those knees a couple of inches off the mat. So we're finding that strong box position, keeping a nice flat spine here. We're going to drop our we're going to extend our right leg long behind us. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw it to tap your right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Good. Everything else stays still. 2 more. Nice. For your left leg, really switching on. Return it to that box position, straight to the second side. Deep breath in to extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Everything else is in a cast of concrete, super still. Nice. Last one. Good. Hold it here if you can. Drop the knees if you need a quick break. and then come back up. I'm going to twist the knees to the right now, twist through the right, reach that right arm up, take a deep breath in, exhale, smoothly coming back to center. Twist to the second side, deep breath in, strength through that supporting arm, soft through the top arm. Good, 2 more times. Try to really keep that box shape really secure. Good, last one. Nice. Take a deep breath here and then exhale, push back, find the first downward facing. Nicely done. Good. Walk those heels out. Just play around with this movement for a few deep breaths. Then from side to side, move the hips if you need. Just getting really comfortable in your first downward facing dog. Feel those hamstrings start to lengthen. Trying to iron out all the creaks in the back here. Keep pressing the fingers into the mat so you don't activate the wrists too much. The more we press into the fingers, the more pressure we take out of our wrists. Couple more breaths. Nice. So we're going to take a few of our waves just to get us super nice and warm. So on our inhale, we shift forward to find our plank. Bend our knees down. On our exhale, pushing back, find that downward facing dog. Imagine you're moving through a wave here, so nice and smooth as you transcend forward. On your inhale, bend the knees, exhale, send the bottom up and push back. 2 more times. Deep breath in, press into the balls of the feet, high through the demi-plane, find the plank. Exhale, bend, bottom back, abs engaged. Last one. Energy through the shoulders as well, really warming up that upper body. Nice. Good. Hold it here for 1 deep breath. And then very gently, if you need to bend the knees, but start to just walk those feet towards the hands. Come into a forward fold. Take the feet to the edge of the mat. And just let the body hang over the legs for a few deep breaths. So you can take hold of the elbows if you like. You can take the hands to your lower back if that feels nice. You can let the arms hang heavy or take the back of the legs. Just doing whatever feels nice in this position. As much as we can, we want to try and have our weight coming forward here, not sinking into our hyperextension too much. So try to keep your body kind of coming forward if anything, and you've got those hands to press down if you need. Feel really heavy through the torso as you lengthen the spine. Nice. And then finding your middle ground here. Press down into the hands and start to lengthen through the spine, coming into an Uttanasana 2 back extension. Start to gently pull up through the front of the legs, lengthening through the hamstrings. Bring your left hand to the center and start to spiral that right arm up. Opening through that side body, side shoulder. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. Press down through your feet and draw your body up to a standing twist. So hips are forward, chest is to the side. Deep breath in to reach the arms up above the head. Exhale, finding a flat back, hinging forward from the pelvis. Nice. Take a deep breath in as you circle the arms behind you, using those shoulders to really rotate the arms, reaching forward. Deep, nice quarter breath. Deep breath in, open out to the side. Find space in the shoulders to find length in the arms. Good. Just taking a couple more of these. Feel the hamstrings really engage. Breathing through lateral breaths here, opening the ribs sideways. Last deep breath. Reach the arms forward and then coming all the way down, relax the body. Nice. Bring your right hand to the center of the mat, lengthening through the spine, and then start to spiral the left arm open to the left side. Try to keep the hips square, so don't let your pelvis tilt. Strong legs. Open the left shoulder here. Take a strong inhale as you exhale, press into your feet to draw the chest up. Hips forward, chest to the side. Nice. Deep breath in, reach the arms up, shoulders come down as arms come up. Flat through that spine. Find length in the fingers. Good. Rising up onto the balls of the feet. Let's try the port de bras with our demi-point calves activated. We're going to do 4 of them here. Try to keep the feet in line, no stickling through the ankles. Good. 2 more deep breaths. Squeeze through the core, support the back. Beautiful. Last one. Lower the heels, reach forward and relax down. Good. Take the back of the legs, draw that head and chest down. Take a good stretch. Nice. Release the hands. Pivot the feet back into touching. And then we're going to roll up to our Tadasana. So nice and slow through that body. Start to restack the spine. Taking your time all the way up to your standing posture. Bring the hands into your heart center. And take a few deep breaths there. Closing down the eyes. Feel the breath start to circulate through the chest. So the pressure we're building up between the hands, really building up a circle of energy through to our chest, around our arms and back through to our hands. Lovely. Keeping the eyes closed, just feel the shoulders drawing down, pulling up through the midsection, lengthening through the spine, pressing down through the feet and drawing up through the legs. So lots of directions of our energy here, making us a really powerful unit. Good. Deep breath in. Draw the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, flat back, lengthening forward. Head and chest comes down. Uttanasana. Take the back of the legs. Draw the body down. Inhale, lengthen. Finding your Uttanasana 2. Exhale, release. Inhale, scooping up through the flat back. Deep breath in. Exhale, pressing down through your mid-center. Good. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, open. Broadening through the chest and the back, releasing the head down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, drawing. Exhale, down. Last one here. Deep breath in. Energy through the fingers, awakening through the body. Exhale, release. Head and chest down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. Nice. Bend your knees, step, hop, or jump back to a plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. You can drop the knees if you need, otherwise coming down through your plank. Transitioning upward facing. Exhale, pushing back, down facing. Nice. Take 2 deep breaths here if you need a child's pose. Drop the knees, otherwise building up heat in this posture. Taking a deep breath in, bring the feet to touch, and then send your right leg up behind you, 3-legged dog. Good. Bend the knee, open up through the hip there. Give that knee a little tap, just making sure that knee joint is nice and active. Strong through your left leg. On your next deep breath in, straighten through your right knee, and then coming forward on your inhale to find the plank with the knee lifted. Good. We're just going to open the knee to the right, deep breath in. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Last one. Nice. Place the foot down, finding your lunge. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, draw the arms up. Good. Taking a little gentle arch through the spine. Looking up to the fingers. One more deep breath. Exhale, open through the arms, framing the front foot. Start to straighten gently through the front leg and take a forward fold here. So just stretching out through those hamstrings. Try to not lock the knees here. We don't want to put too much pressure on our knee joints here. Just a quick stretch in those hamstrings. As you inhale, bending back into a lunge. Bring your left hand next to your right foot. And then start to spiral that right arm up towards the ceiling. So twisting through the core, taking the gaze up towards the fingers, pressing down into the feet. Take another deep breath as you exhale, propelling back up to that twist that we visited at the start, but in a lunge now. Good. Looking back to the back hand. Feel a good stretch in your right glute here. Exhale, windmill the hands down, framing the front foot, send the front foot back. Take a deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a deep breath. before we come to the second side, wherever you are, connecting with that breath. On every inhale, we find space, and then exhale, we move into the space. Nice. Bring the feet to touch. Send your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, open up the left hip. Let the pelvis start to open, strong through the right leg. Give that knee a little tap. And then when you're ready, straighten through the left leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, propel forward to find that strong plank with the knee lifted. Inhale, left elbow. Exhale, right. Inhale, exhale. Good. Moving from your core. Last one. Gently place the foot down. Take a deep breath in to prepare. And then exhale, lunge. Nice. Looking up towards the fingers. Strong through the legs. Energy through the hands. Gentle back bend. One more breath. Exhale, open through the arms, framing the front foot, and then gently shift the hips back as you start to gently straighten through the hamstring. Not too much pressure on the knees here, just keeping that nice, gentle stretch to start. And then taking a deep breath in, start to bend back into your lunge. Take your right hand down next to the left foot and then spiraling the left arm up, twisting the chest open to the left side. Looking up towards the left hand. Deep breath as you exhale, we push up to propel into that standing twist in the lunge. Chest is opening to the back of the room here, the left side. One more breath, looking to that back hand. Exhale, windmill the hands to frame the front foot. Take a deep breath, step back to your plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, push back. Down the safety. Take 3 deep breaths and then drop the knees and take a nice wide-legged child's pose here. After your 3 breaths. So keeping our child's pose nice and active. Knees are open, we're opening through those inner thighs and walking the hands forward. So really stretching and lengthening through the back. As we melt down through the pelvis and the hips, start to feel those inner thighs really opening, getting our abductor muscles nice and loose. Good. One more deep breath. And then inhale to prepare, exhale, push back, find the downward facing dog. Pressing the feet down, start to draw the toes back towards the shins as you get a little bit more length in the back of the legs. Bringing the feet to touch, send your left leg out behind you with a nice straight leg, deep breath in. Exhale, stepping forward, we're going to come straight into our warrior 2 on our left side. So back foot is nice and flat. Front knee directly over our front foot, reaching our arms apart, looking towards the left hand. Deep breath in as we draw the hands into our heart then to gently straighten through the front leg, and then exhale, pressing down. Good, inhale, just energizing the front thigh. Exhale, press. Good, one more deep breath like that. Exhale, press down. Good, drop your left elbow to the left knee and start to extend that right arm on a nice diagonal today, up and over, looking up towards your inner arm. So it should be really close to your face here, but keep that shoulder still pulling back. Nice. Draw that right arm behind you. Take your left hand to join, interlace the fingers, open through the chest, and gently come down into a modified humble warrior. So you might find a lot of pressure on your left hamstring, so just be very gentle here, really press down into the feet, drop the head and chest down. Exhale, return, take a big spiral back to your warrior 2. Reach the left arm forward, exhale, reverse warrior 2. Nice back paw to brother. Take a big shift all the way down, drop the left hand, extend the right arm up and over the head. Find your extended side warrior 2 now. Really open through your left knee here, using that left shoulder just to Gently guide the knee out. Good, one more deep breath. If you have bind in your practice, you can take that right arm behind the chest, left arm to scoop underneath and open that top shoulder. A little bit more of a stretch through the side body. Good, last deep breath there. Exhale, release your left hand down. Reach your right arm up, little bend through your left elbow. As you scoop your left leg up into your chest, send it back behind you to find your side plank. Looking up to your right hand, gonna hold it just for one more deep breath here. Exhale, reach that right arm up and over, shift into your plank. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, push back, downward facing. Now, take 2 deep breaths and then drop the knees, or take 4 deep breaths in your downward facing dog. If you're feeling energized, you can stay up there today. Otherwise, taking 2 breaths and then drop the knees to refresh for the second side. Wherever you are, you're staying connected to your breath, staying in control of your body, moving and navigating from your core. Good, and then wherever you are finding that downward facing dog, bring your right leg up this time, deep breath in, straightening through the right knee, inhale, exhale, transcending forward straight to our warrior 2. So shifting straight into that warrior 2 second side. Nice and wide through the legs and just being mindful that our torso is directly above our hips, so we're not hinging too far forward. Inhale, drawing up through the center, slightly straighten through the front leg, pressing down through the feet. Exhale. Nice. Deep breath and energy through the center. Feeling really grounded as you exhale, press down through the hands. Nice. Deep breath in. Exhale, press. Lovely. Drop the right elbow to the right knee. Send that left arm up and over to that diagonal, looking up towards the left arm here. Quite close to the face, just keep that left shoulder opening back. Nice. Coming back up to that warrior 2, take a deep breath in to shift the chest forward, exhale, reverse warrior 2. Nice stretch through the right ribs here. Exhale all the way down with that right arm on the inside of the right foot. Left arm reaches up and over, find that diagonal. Keep that left shoulder really feeling open. Good, one more breath. And then if finding your practice, just taking that left hand behind you, scoot your right arm underneath, opening through the shoulders, strong through the legs, supple through the upper body. Good, one more breath there. Exhale, release the right hand down, send your left arm up, little bend in your right arm, and then scoop that right thigh up in towards your chest, and then send it back to your side plank. Nice. Looking up to the left arm, taking one more deep breath there. Exhale as you reach the left arm up and over, shifting back into your plank. Find a deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, push back, downward facing. Take a deep breath, and then drop the knees, take a child's pose. Very nice. Keep the chest active. Slow down that breath. Just preparing for the next flow. You can keep that back really active, or you can just take a breather here. If you want to keep it a bit more active, really walk those hands further away from you. Feel like someone's got their hands on your lower back and just gently pressing that pelvis down to the mat. Good. One more deep breath there. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, make your way back to your downward facing. Nice. Good. Bring your feet to the center of the mat, taking the right leg up behind you on an inhale. Bend through the knee. We're going to come into a gentle little back bend. So taking your right foot towards your left gentle back bend. Reach that right arm up. You can send that right arm up and over. Little bend in the left elbow, pelvis up. One more deep breath. Exhale, shifting back to your three-legged downward facing dog. Nice. Deep breath in as you exhale, stepping forward with your right foot. Start to bring your left foot a little closer and then straightening through both legs. So both feet are facing forward. Hips are square. We take a deep breath in and then exhale, drop the back. Finding a nice forward fold here. Good. One more deep breath. And then if you want to take it just a bit deeper, you can take the back of your thigh there, your left thigh with the hands, draw the body down. Get a nice stretch on that right hamstring. Good. Exhale, release the hand. Bring your left hand down and then unfeel your right arm twisting towards the right side. So opening those shoulders towards the right. Really press down into your left palm here. One more deep breath. Exhale, draw the arm back down. Start to walk those hands in front of you. Transferring the weight onto your right leg and then opening through your left side body. We're going to switch straight into our half moon. So 90 degrees with the back leg, flexing through the back toe. Pulling up through your right leg here. And we're going to take a gentle variation on dancer's pose. So bend through your left leg, take the outside of your left ankle and start to push the ankle into your hand here. So you kind of need like a back bend, really just arching the back, really ugly version of dancer's pose, I suppose. But it feels nice for your supporting legs. So take one more deep breath. Nice. Exhale, release. Return to your half moon. Pivot your chest down to the mat. Make sure your right leg is parallel. And we're coming straight up into our warrior three. So really strong through that hamstring on the right side. Reach the fingers back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend through your right leg, making your way back to your lunge. Nice. Swap your back knee. Release your back foot. Walk your right foot out to the edge of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming down to your lizard. Take a good stretch in that right hip. Good. One more deep breath. And then gently start to push up onto the hands. We're going to try a little arm balance here before we come to the second side. Tuck the back toes and then start to straighten out through your back leg. So you're in like a kind of a wider lunge. So your right leg is right to the edge of the mat. And then bend the elbows back in towards your tummy, your left elbow to your left hip, and your right elbow to sort of the top of your right hip, kind of into your belly there. So we push our weight forward, try to find that connection with our elbows, and see if you can just start to lift your legs off the mat here. Keeping the head up if you can. Take one more deep breath. Coming back to your lunge. Send your right leg back, take a deep breath in, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, push back, downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths in your downward facing and then drop the knees or take your 4 breaths up in your downward facing. So a really active downward facing at this point of the class. So you're starting to feel really nice and warm. Listening to your body. If you need a quick rest, take your rest. Wherever you are, just breathing, breathing, breathing. So main focus in between sides. Good. Last deep breath there. And then if you're not already, push back to your downward facing. Bring your feet to touch. Send your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, open up through the hips. And then start to drop that left foot down to the right side of your mat, coming into that gentle little back bend. Reaching that right arm up and over. Little bend in your right elbow. Pelvis up. One more deep breath. Exhale as you return to your three-legged dog. And then bringing that left leg forward, stepping in between your hands. Bring your back leg a little closer and then straightening through both legs. Take a deep breath in to prepare nice flat back and then exhale, melt the head and chest down. Keep those hips as square as you can. Just make sure that you're nice and safe, just not locking out the knees. So tiny little activation in the quads, just to keep those knees slightly alive so that we're not just letting them hang too loose here. And then if you want to take it just a bit deeper, you can take the back leg with those hands, draw the head and chest a bit further down. And then release the hands. Bring your right hand next to your left foot and then start to spiral that left arm, twisting open to the left side. Straight through the back of the legs, opening through the ribs, gazing up towards the left fingers. Good. Exhale, release the hands. Good. Start to send your weight forward, keeping that left leg straight if you can. Shifting the weight onto the left leg. Take your right leg up behind you into your half moon. Active through the back foot. Flexing through the toes. Opening that pelvis to the side. And then when you're ready, start to bend through your right leg, taking it outside of your right ankle into that variation of our dancer's pose. So really send the chest forward, push the ankle into the foot. Lovely. Good quad stretch, good stretch in that left hamstring. Release the leg, return to a half moon first, and then bring the head and chest down, find that nice parallel position to the mat, and then draw yourself up, just not locking out that left knee to your warrior three. Gorgeous. Yes. Take a deep breath, just not too much pressure on that left knee. And then gently bend into the knee to come back to that lunge. Nice. Good. Beautiful. When you're ready, drop the back knee, release the back foot, and walk the left foot out to the side. Take a deep breath in and then dropping down to your lizard pose. Just opening that left side, breathing here. Feeling that nice warmth in the muscles so we can really stretch them out long. Good, one more deep breath there. And then gently pushing up through the hands and come into that arm balance. Tucking the back toes, find length in the back knee. And then your right elbow this time on top of your right hip in that kind of squishy area before your belly sort of starts. And then your left elbow on top of your, definitely on top of your left hip. So a tiny bit higher, more into your stomach if anything. Keep that left leg out to the side so it's not in the way. Send the weight forward and then find that connection with your elbows to your body. And then just start to transfer your weight onto your belly. Squeeze through your core and lift the legs if you can. Nice, good. And then when you're ready, pushing back, find your plank. Deep breath in, exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Nice. One more deep breath here. Exhale, drop the knees, take a child's pose. Nicely done. Take a deep breath. Good. One more breath here. As you exhale, pushing forward, last little flow here. So coming into that downward facing dog. Take a deep breath and step your left leg forward and then pivot onto the outside of your right foot. Just walking the right foot in slightly. We're going to come into our Trikonasana. Taking your left hand onto your left shin and then reaching that right arm up. So a really simple pose, but a really nice one to open up the side body. And also a really good hip release. If you think of really peeling that top hip open and pulling that underneath hip forward. So a really good stretch through the side there. Good, one One more deep breath. Bend through your left leg. Bring your left hand down. Send your right leg back to your warrior two position now. And we're going to transition back into our side plank like we did before. So a little bend in your left elbow. Take your left leg back. And then we're going to come into our tree posture here. So right foot on the inside of the left leg, finding your tree. Holding for a couple of deep breaths. Nice. Keep the leg in your tree if you can. Bring your hands down and then come down onto your forearm on your left arm. Stay with your leg in tree. Good. If you want to try an arm variation, you can bend your left leg slightly. Take your two peace fingers around your right toe and start to stretch it out to the side here. One more deep breath. Exhale, reaching forward. Find your forearm plank. Good. Holding the forearm plank for a few deep breaths. Interlace the fingers and then start to lift yourself to a downward facing dog with your forearms down. Try to get your heels to the mat. Strong back activation. Nice. One more deep breath here. And then on your exhale, you're going to push up to a full downward facing dog. So really strong through those shoulders. Nice. Take another deep breath. Good stuff. We're going to come straight to the second side. So step your right leg forward. Hip your left toes open. Right hand onto the right shin. And then start to unpeel the left arm to find your Trikonasana on the second side. So I'm going to take that gaze up towards the left hand. Really strong through the obliques. Press down through the feet. Good. One more deep breath. And then gently start to bend through your right knee. Bring your hands down onto the inside of the right foot. Walk your left foot back a bit further so you're in a full warrior two leg stance now. Little bend in your right elbow as you draw your right leg up, sending it back to your side plank. Nice. And then when you're ready, make your way to your tree there. Just holding for a few deep breaths. Try to avoid too much pressure on the knee there if you can. One more breath. And then we're going to bring our hands down. Drop your right elbow to the mat so you're in a forearm side plank. Reach that left arm up. Just be really careful of your back here. Bend your right leg slightly and then coming into that extension if you want to on the second side. Good. Exhale. Release the legs. Coming forward into your forearm plank. Nice. Good. Holding it here for a couple of deep breaths. We're going to push back up into that downward facing dog in our forearm plank. Elbows are down. Pressing into the forearms. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale. Pushing up. Full downward facing. Nicely done. Couple more deep breaths there. And then when you're ready, exhale, drop the knees. We're going to come into a little puppy pose here. So for this one, you can take your knees almost to the edge of the mat. Just be really careful if you've got a super sensitive back. This one sometimes might feel a bit not nice, so don't push it too much if your back's a bit like sore at any point. You're going to reach the arms forward, stick your bottom out, and then bring your chin towards the floor. You're going to get a strong stretch through the shoulders. Really supple through the back. And then gently start to push up. Come into a nice cow position and just take a little reverse counter stretch. You're going to do that one more time. Deep breath in, exhale, coming down. Chest and chin towards the mat into your puppy pose. Open through the shoulders. Exhale, reverse that. Giving a nice counter release there. Good. And then bring those knees right underneath you, just transferring over onto your bottom. Coming down onto your back, slowly through the abs. And then just bring your right leg with you. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. I'm just going to take a nice eyes and just take a really deep stretch into those hamstrings, into that hamstring on that side. So wherever we are, you can stretch the left leg long if you want. Just make sure you're keeping your back and your bottom attached to the mat here. On every deep breath, we draw in the breath, finding space on the exhale. We want to move into that space with our muscles. Good. One more breath wherever you are. And then gently start to bend through that knee, taking both hands on the inside of the foot and just coming to half a happy baby. So drawing the top of the thigh down towards the side of the ribs and really using both hands to really press that thigh down towards the mat. So really opening through that pelvis, the back of the hip. Press your left hand down as you extend that right leg out to the side. Get a nice opening through the right side. And then gently release that leg all the way around to the bottom of your mat and just give it a little shake. Let that lactic acid move around in the leg. And then gently bend the knee and we'll come into our second side. So draw the left knee into the chest. And then when you're ready, either taking the foot, the back of the thigh or the calf, and just moving into that hamstring stretch. Remember to make sure that your back and glutes are staying attached to the mat here. Deep breaths, close down the eyes, feel nice and calm. Couple more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, gently bend the left knee, take both hands on the inside of the left foot. Draw the top of the quad down towards the mat. Nice strong attachment to the foot. Really push that thigh down. And then reaching that right arm out. Extend that left leg out to the side. And then when you're ready, release the foot all the way around to the bottom of your mat. Give it a little shake. Get all the fluid in the legs just move around. And then when you're ready, bend the knees, coming up to prepare for our inversion. So we're going to do our bridge into wheel. So we'll start with a nice bridge first. So heels up towards the glutes. Make sure that you can just touch the back of your heels with your fingertips. And then start to scoot through your lower abdominals. Tuck your pelvis. Draw your hips towards your ribs and then send your chest and pelvis up towards the ceiling. And just finding a nice strong bridge here. Keep pressing into those feet. Open through your heart chakra. Send your belly and chest up. If you want to come up a little bit higher, you can elevate the heels. Push those hips a bit higher. Maybe take the hands under the lower back and just give yourself a little bit of support there. And a nice little massage on that lower spine as well. Keep the knees in line. And then when you're ready, just gently releasing the hands, rolling all the way back down. Drop those knees from side to side. Nice. Now we're going to come into our shoulder stand before we do wheel. So either do another bridge if you don't want to do shoulder stand. Otherwise, sending those legs up, taking a little bit of elevation to get up underneath your bottom, and just holding your shoulder stand for a few deep breaths. Think of trying to line up the legs and the torso. And then when you're ready, start to descend the legs up and over into your plow. And just keeping your head facing the ceiling if you can. Try not to turn the neck here. If you want to come into your death man's posture, you can bend your knees. Start to feel your breath really restricted here. Really nice slow down for the heart. you want to sort of just anything that feels nice, maybe coming into an extended side stepping position, spiral around, anything that feels comfortable, stretching for your body. And then when you've had enough, gently making your way back down to your back with control, using those abdominals nice and smooth. And just breathe before we move into our wheel. Nice. When you arrive, just drop those knees from side to side. Just relax that lower back again. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then last little posture when you're ready, we'll move into our wheel. So extending the hands up behind you, fingers facing the shoulders. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. Propel the chest up. And holding this for a few deep breaths. If you can, at least 3 breaths, just to really consolidate the posture. Feel those abdominals getting a good stretch. Strong through the arms, strong through the legs. And then when you're ready, tuck the chin, rolling down through the spine, relaxing back down. Draw the knees in. And then final little posture before your Shavasana, just coming into your final happy baby. So just moving through your last happy baby, just opening up those hips, stretching out through the legs, doing any final little things that feel nice, any twists, anything you need to just completely finish the practice and moving into your well-deserved Shavasana. So finding a comfortable position, whether that's lying with your legs out long or maybe with your legs bent. Whatever feels nice. And just start to let the mind wander off. If you have something you can sort of put across your eyes, that's really nice to just darken your gaze if you're finding it's a bit tricky to keep those eyes closed. Great. And then when you're ready, gently rolling over to your right side. Taking as much time as you need, just lying on the right side of your body. And then in your own time, just making your way to a seated position. And then when you're ready, bring our thumbs and our second finger together, so we're making like a lotus kind of shape. Just relaxing the back of the palms on the knees, close down the eyes. Feel that strong connection between your thumb and first finger. Energy through your other fingers. Take a few deep breaths. Good. Really feel that connection, that strong connection that we made with your breath. Feeling and noticing how your body feels at the end of the class. All the energy that you built up in your practice really fueling you through the rest of the day. And then bringing your palms together in your heart center. Press those palms together. Feel your chest really engaged. And we'll take our 3 breaths to close the class. Deep breath in. Lots of positive energy. Exhale any negativity. Good. 2 more. Deep breath in. Strong exhale through the mouth. Good. Last one. Deep breath. Exhale. Bringing thumbs to your third eye. And just remembering that we ride the waves of life with a sense of calmness, just facing whatever is thrown at us and not ever falling off our surfboard. So staying nice and grounded. Good. Deep breath in and exhale. Namaste. Good job. Chickadee.